Welcome to video 4 about factors and forcats. Let's see if we can look at the same data set we've been looking at on the GSS cat, and let's see if we can look at the hours of TV watched by religion. So we're going to make a religion summary. So we're going to take our data set, we're going to group it by religion, and then we're going to do a summarize. So we're going to have the mean age for each religion. So for each religion, we'll have the mean of the ages, the TV hours, and the number in that group. So if we look at that, see what we have. Religion summary. So you see this gives us a line for each of the religions, the mean age, the mean number of TV hours watched, and then the number in that category. Okay, so if we plot this, we want to say maybe we'll plot this data set with the TV hours as my X. Let's see what happens. So if I just plot on the Y coordinates my religion and the X axis is my TV hours, and put points, well, they're just sort of all over the place. I really have to look around to see which one is highest and which one is lowest. But I can do a factor reorder, and I can reorder the religion based on the number of TV hours, and then plot it, you see, and that gives me a much easier to read graph. So I have reordered my factors just for this plot based on the number of TV hours. And I can see the most TV hours is those that said don't know. But that was only 15 people, right, looking up here. And the fewest is the Eastern religions. I could also do a mutate instead. So instead of just doing it in the plot, I could do a mutate, right, where I'm setting religion to be the reordered version of the religion and then plot it. So I can do it the same way. Now, if I did the same thing, looking at income and age, it wouldn't make sense. Okay, so let's see why that is. So here what I'm doing is I'm grouping it by income category, and for each income category, I'm taking the average age and the hours of TV. Okay. And so if I look at what I have in our income summary, so I have the average age and the hours of TV and the number of people in that category. So if I just plot I see not applicable hanging out here, and really not applicable is sort of a non-answer, right? So I can use, instead of using factor reorder, I can do a factor relevel, which moves the not applicable down with the other non-answers, if you will. So if I look, let me look back at the previous graph. The previous graph, well, I don't think this one's all that bad, other than these guys are out of order, right? They're no longer in order by the, because, let me see, how do I say this? Because income is an ordered factor, right? It makes sense to have the less than 1,000 here below the 1,000 to 2,999. Then I want to have it increasing in income, not be scattered all over the place. So that's why this reorder didn't work out so well versus This one where I have just releveled and put the not applicable at the first with the other non-answers, then everything else is sort of in order, still kept the same order of the income orders, okay? So now I can see, let me move this out of our way. Now I can see that the non-answers, you can see now, what do you think is happening with this not applicable? Well, I'm guessing because the average age is out here at 60, that possibly these are folks that are retired and therefore income is not applicable anymore. So we will stop video 4 here and come back. In the next video, we'll talk about more ways that you can reorder and combine levels.